Hello, chat. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a great day. I hope you're all having a better day than I have. Let me fiddle with Hollow Knight audio for a couple minutes because it's looking awfully quiet. Like, goddamn, that's bitch quiet. I might need to go into my actual Hollow Knight settings. Oh, hang on. Now we might be cooking. That's looking a little more consistent with what we want. How you all doing? How does audio sound so far? I have no clue how long this stream is going to be. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Because there's a part of me that's like, oh, this shouldn't be too difficult. And then there's a part of me that's like, well, I am pretty rusty. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me turn down audio capture a bit. Because I see when I'm gonna see when I... Alright, slightly more. Just because I don't want to get overpowered if I ever go for nail arts. Plus, I imagine the music that plays when we fight Sly is going to be a bit louder. So, let's get a few workshopping things out of the way. I'm sick. And I loaded this stream up specifically because, I figured it was the stream that was most likely to be short. Is it going to be short? Who knows? Ideally, I don't want to stop until after we hit the goal. Now, before we get into the stream itself... Oh dear God, I might have to take frequent intermissions to grab more water. But yes, so for anyone with eyeballs who can read and isn't gay, there is a poll that is set up and pinned. It is the pinned message in the stream, and there's a poll leading you to it. This poll is a very simple poll. It doesn't collect your data in any way. It is literally a simple question of give me a random word. You can submit up to 5 random words. Please don't submit multiple times. We're going off honor system here. I will find you. There's not that many of you. But I've got a future stream I want to do. So, as many submissions as I can get from different people, the better. Got it, swank. That will just be open the entire stream. I see no reason to take it down unless we really want to have a poll for something. But at any point throughout the stream, if you're like, ooh, I want to give Jamie my random words, it should be the pinned message. Got it, cool, swank. Alright, now let's talk Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is potentially my favorite game ever. I've talked about that on stream. It's complicated. For anyone not familiar, this is the Hall of Gods. This is the place where you can challenge most gods in the game to fight. And there are 3 difficulties. There is Attuned, which I believe is the regular difficulty off memory. And then Ascended, which is when they do double damage. And also sometimes have additional changes. And then Radiant. Radiant is when you beat the Ascended version without getting hit a single time. Sometimes with additional health. Now you may be wondering what you get out of doing this. Bragging rights and silly colors on the board. If you look at this list of bosses, this is every boss that's in the Hall of Gods. It's every boss that's in base Hollow Knight, aside from like 2. That yellow mark you see on every single one but one shows that I have radianted all of them. Every single boss in the game, I have beat at their hardest without taking damage, except for Nailsage Sly. Now, this is not even considered a top, like, 3 hardest boss. I would say generally, maybe not even considered top 5. If yes, then like maybe number 5. But I don't know why, for some reason, I'm so ass at this fight. It does not make sense to me, and I've had in the back pocket that, hey, at some point, I should just stream attempts at beating Nailsage Sly on Radiant. So, that's what we're doing today. If the stream goes on for a while, I might get quirky with charm builds, partially depending on how many viewers we got that are familiar with the game, because there was a part of me that was like, ooh, maybe this should be a stream where like viewers decide my build or whatever. And that's something that we may do as we go, or who knows, maybe I'll first try it and the stream will end after 5 minutes, because that would be really cool. I'd be able to go rest and stop being sick sooner. Yeehaw. So, we need to decide what our build is going to be. Now, I'm going to go for something really generic and obvious to start. First things first, I'm going to go Sharp Shadow. It's one of my favorite charms of the game, if not my favorite. I did a whole Hollow Knight charm tier list a while back that I would love to redo now that I'm like better at the whole streaming thing. But that would be like a good while down the line. None of my takes are going to be that different if I redo it now, because it was only a couple months ago. So I will give a quick overview as to each of these charms. If you want more opinion on the charms, on each charm in the game, you can go watch that. Yeah, that's that. So Sharp Shadow is a charm that lets us dash faster and do damage when we have Shadow Dash, which is our special dash that has invincibility frames. That's going to cost 2 notches. As you can see, we only have 11 notches, I believe it is, to spend, except we can overcharm. Overcharming basically means that when you only have 1 notch left, you can fit any charm you want in that last notch. So I could potentially have up to 14 notches. And normally there's drawbacks, but those drawbacks don't matter in Radiant. Okay. So now is where I have to like start thinking about what kind of build I want to go for. I think we'll just start with like a generic nail build. Like, you really can't go wrong with something like this. And then we can slot... What else can we slot for 2 charms? For 2 charm notches. The rerun arc beckons? No, we're not redoing a bunch of old streams already. I've not been around long enough to get away with doing something like that. I'm trying to think like 2-notch charms that matter in Radiant and would help me for Sly. I might just slap Long Nail on for a little bit of extra range. Or Soul Catcher. Soul Catcher, more spells, but I don't have Shamans on. Let's just slap Long Nail on for now, and then we'll slap Quick Slash. So this is like a super generic nail build. We literally just have Sharp Shadow as a personal pick, Unbreakable Strength, which increases our nail damage, Mark of Pride, and Long Nail, which increase our nail length, and Quick Slash, which increases our nail speed. Now, all of a sudden, we have Big Sword! God, this is also going to be a little weird, because it's been a minute since I've played Hollow Knight and not Silksong. I do prefer Hollow Knight, but it's definitely going to be a little weird. So, let's just jump straight into our first attempt at Sly. This is a fight that, like I said, I'm not very good at, and it's been a minute since I've done it. Alright, let me turn down volume slightly. How about that? So Nailsage Sly tends to work and hit. Oh, oops. Well, I'm dead. Good start. Good start. I'm kind of cracked, chat. I'm kind of the best ever. So Sly generally attacks in, like, sessions of 3, with the only real mix-up is sometimes he doesn't do the third swing, and sometimes he does a turnaround before the third swing, depending on your position. In theory, this boss is super consistent, and I don't know why I have such a hard time with him. But I do. And I'm dead. Probably because I'm bad, chat. That's probably why. Oh, right, Overcharm don't mean shit here. Yeah, the penalty of taking extra damage when you already die in one hit doesn't really matter. Chat, this is not going great to start with, I'm gonna be honest. I will mention again that I am sick. I'm not playing at my best right now. That was a weird little lag spike. I don't know if that came through on stream, but... Sly must die! Sly must die! Sly must die! Alright, he's gonna go for a Cyclone here. Bounce. No! I didn't have Shade Dash back up. That's awkward, but that's okay. Alright, now I'm starting to, like, get the feel for the fight again. Chat, how's your day? It's been a minute since I've done a stream that was, like, this much. Like, oh, stream length is entirely dependent on how much of a gamer I am. Howdy, howdy, do much. Welcome to the stream. Today we're trying to fight the only boss I've not beaten hitless in Hollow Knight, Great Nailsage Sly. Your day was mid? Well, have you considered just having a better day, dumbass? Like, it's not that... Oh, I'm dead. I can't believe I was about to say it's not that hard as I die about something entirely unrelated, which makes it even funnier. Yeah, my day wasn't great either. Oops. I spent so much of my day today editing the new video, which I'm 50-50 on if it's actually going to come out on time because I've been so sick the last couple weeks. Today's definitely been the worst of it, but if you didn't notice I was sick the other stream, I was doing a much better job of pretending I wasn't then. I can assure you, my throat still hurt like a bitch for Piku Niku. I think for both Piku Niku streams even. Ow. I'm dead. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on the new Pokemon video that's supposed to be coming out on Sunday. To be determined if it's still going to. I think, depending on how tomorrow goes, I think I should be able to get it out on time. A Hollow Knight stream in this economy? Yeah, I'm really sick, so that's what you're getting from me. Ah! Absolute fear. I've never been more afraid in my life, chat. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Wait, so this is the only boss you don't have Radiant? I'll go back to the board and show it and everything. I don't know why I'm not crystal dashing. I'm a little rusty. I've not played this game in a few months. I don't think I've played this game since Bongo stream, even. But yes, Nailsage Sly is the only boss I don't have beaten on Radiant. Genuinely, I'm so much worse at the Sly fight than the Absrad fight. Like, genuinely. This boss, I know, is not that hard, but for some reason is actually hard for me. Unlike most bosses in this game, because, you know, this game's easy. But Nailsage Sly. Can I see the charm build? Right this second, we're going for a generic nail build. Oh, fuck. I thought he was about to, like... Okay. Right now we're going for a generic nail build, but I plan on swapping my build up pretty frequently to make the stream more interesting. And there is a part of me that wants to let chat decide my charms at some points, depending on how long this goes. Sharp Shadow's just tough in general. I know. Remember, you were there for my charm tier list. I'm a firm believer Sharp Shadow's like a top 5 charm. Fuck, I mistimed it. I'm still shaking a bit of rust off. Yeah, like I said, I have a really generic nail build on, and then Sharp Shadow. Like, I think it's legit Mark of Pride, Quick Slash, Strength. And Long Nail, I think. Because I didn't see a 2-notch I wanted for this fight, really. I thought I'd react to that, but I'm bad. I thought I would react, but I am cringe. I see chat is moving and I can't read it. Fuck. I didn't get my dash in time. I'm bad, says the streamer's hitless every other boss in the game. Yeah, but this game's easy. Also, use D-Dark. I'm trying to save a lot of my soul for phase 2, because that's where I'm actually, like, really bad at this fight. Like, right now I'm flopping because, a mix of nerves, sick, and rust. But, like, I don't find phase 1 that bad. Like, I know it's good here. I just try to leave... I try to only use a couple spells in the entire first phase. Because it's second phase that, like, doesn't make sense to me in my head. Except I need to here, because otherwise I'm gonna get nicked. Let's just dash there for safety. Cyclone. Spin to win, buddy. I need to. Yep. I'm honestly using spells more than I would like to with this build right now. But I've not died yet. No! No! I tried to jump before dashing there to, go over the thinner part of his slash, but I am bad! I just see, like... If I see a long paragraph in chat telling me exactly what to do, I'm going to ignore it, because, like, that's just asking. If I take advice, then the stream's going to be over too quickly. Like, this is what we're doing today. Once the boss is dead, I go offline. Which I will say, I think now is about time to mix up a charm build. Chat, someone throw out charm suggestions. The worse, the better, because I think it's funny. Give me a couple charm suggestions if I see a couple that are funny, because I know there's at least a couple people that are familiar with Hollow Knight here. You want me to put on Gathering Swarm, or... Gathering Swarm does literally nothing. Or do you mean Glowing Womb? The bad one, thanks, that's a lot of them. I kind of want to do a Glowing Womb build. Like, this is low-key gonna be so trash, but it's kind of funny. Let me think, what do I make room for? Because I want... I mean, if I'm going womb, I probably want... something like this. God, this build would be so much better if I just dropped Soul Catcher and Glowing Womb for Soul Eater, but that's fine. I'm a simple woman. If I see the chat saying use Glowing Womb, I'll use Glowing Womb. The best charm in the game, for anyone unfamiliar. God, where did I even put this in my charm tier list? Did I put this at straight up, like, bottom #1? Go, my little wombling! I'm dead! Oh wait, I just realized I feel so naked without Sharp Shadow now. Because I lean on Sharp Shadow pretty hard in this fight. Go, my little shitling. Oh, let's go! My buddy staggered him. Oh, this charm is so good. I was hoping that with a Soul Catcher on, I would, like, generate enough soul to actually get to, like, use a decent bit of spells. It's sure not looking like it so far. Glowing Womb has sapped a lot of soul. Come on, Wombling. You got this. I thought I died. Oh shit, hang on. Glowing Womb build gets us to phase 2. This is the part where I'm bad, though. Yep. I cannot believe I parried that quick slash. That was so silly. I'll do another round or two with Glowing Womb just because it's funny bad. But clearly it's working. Chat, maybe I'm about to become a Glowing Womb believer. I definitely would not just get more DPS if I had fucking anything else. No. I dashed in the wrong direction. Oh my god, I'm dying of leukemia. And I'm taking Sly with me. I thought he was gonna go farther. I thought he was going to actually, like, hug left wall. Whoops. Maybe I just need to fight him like Radiant Markov. I say when my build is like super not geared towards using nail arts. Oh, Parry Gaming. Damn it. I didn't realize he was charging that until too late. Oopsies. I'm washed. Chat, no, don't shower me. I cannot be washed. I think my favorite part of the glowing womb little shitlets is that I just die. That's my favorite part. Alright, I think the glowing womb build has run its course. I'm gonna swap to an actual, like, real build now, and then, after a bit of trying that, I'll, ask chat for another suggestion. I think what I'll do is I'll go Sharpie, Long Nail, and Soul Eater. Does Quick Slash really even get you that much in this fight? I don't necessarily feel like it does. I think I would actually rather have... Like, Quick Slash definitely increases my DPS a lot, but I think I'd rather be safer with Mark of Pride, Spell Twister, and Soul Eater. Like, this build loses me DPS, but it lets me play a lot carefuler. Yeah, I'll go with this. Hello, Knights! Just remember, stream ends as soon as we beat this boss, so any minute now, the stream could just beach over within, like, 30 minutes of it starting. And that's the funniest timeline. And then the editor, aka me, can, Okay, Quick Slash makes a bigger impact on this fight than I realized. I'm still pretty content with this build, but I need to get reused to, the hit timings now. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that one. I got too used to having regular dash length that I wasn't prepared for Sharp Shadow to put me inside of him. And when I say things like that, I hope that does not come across as me being like, here's my excuse for why my loss doesn't count. No, I'm explaining why I had a skill issue. Hope you're having fun tonight. As fun as I can when I'm this sick, but you know. I'm vibing and thriving. I'm playing my favorite game on stream, so... Explanations are just excuses with extra steps? Yeah. Yeah. Chat, I have a hard time getting any steps, let alone extra. I'm a streamer, I don't go outside. Huh. This feels like a really good attempt to the point where... Never mind, I'm bad. I was about to say, like, maybe I should try saving the rest of my soul. Saving... Not using any more spells, because I think he's about to swap to phase 2, so I can have max soul. And then I immediately biffed it. Outside is great. You went to a conference of toads? I can do that by playing Mario Party, thank you. You ever played Mario Party 1 Roll Call? Yeah, there's plenty of toads there. I don't need to see more. Now, how many are there? That's the question. If you found more than 22 toads, then I'll hear you out. But... Bruh. Chat, let me live react to, when my Amazon order is supposed to get here, because that's what I'm waiting on. I need that Amazon order before I can start, streaming Deltarune again. Let me live react to my Amazon cart real quick. Oh, wow, it just says I'm poor. I'm just kidding. I've not even loaded it up yet. Oh shit, it's supposedly coming tomorrow. Chat, Deltarune stream tomorrow? I'm just kidding. I've already done my 2 streams for the week. You can't get me to do a 3rd if you pay me. Actually, if you pay me like that, that's exactly how you could get me to stream more, but... Pay me enough to quit my job, then you get more streams. You definitely saw more than 22 toads? Okay, now you've got my interest. See, you should have led with that. A conference does not necessarily imply going over 1 roll call from Mario Party 1's worth of toads. A conference could be only like 15 toads. For the culture. Chat, I'm dash dancing against an AI, and I'm fucking it up. I feel like my movement, my reaction speed is so ass that I'm constantly trying to be in position to just pounce. Okay. Chat? Alright, this is our first run to get to phase 2. Except for when we had the training wheels on. Because, you know, glowing womb is just so strong that it barely counts. Okay. God, that's how I always get fucked. Because sometimes my timing is just slightly off and he reacts to the direction I'm going in and spins in that direction instead of going the direction I expect him to. I'm so ass at that phase. But I've gotten there again. So, you know, I've gotten to the hard part twice. You know, once with glowing womb, so it doesn't really count, but... Playing with glowing womb on is like playing on easy mode. And that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here for radiant mode, silly gooses. I didn't get that third swing in time. Oopsies. Once you get dono set up, I'll be one of the first to donate. Alright, the link to my OnlyFans... I'm just kidding. I need to stop making jokes like that, because eventually people are going to, like... Oh, fuck. Eventually, someone's going to think I'm serious. In case that person is you, I do not have an OnlyFans. Offer me enough money and I might make one, but I do not have an OnlyFans, nor do I plan on making one. But you know, everything has a price. God, I think Sly is actually making whatever disease is tearing apart my body worse. I think I'm dying. I think Sly himself poisoned me. Chat, I'm slowly discovering the mystery of my own murder. Before it happens, someone, please, arrest Sly the Great Nailsage from Hollow Knight. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, holy shit. We're gaming. We're no longer gaming. Top 10 things that are not gaming. Chat, so here's the question. Am I actually going to be able to do this in just like a couple of hours? Because like technically speaking, as I said, the stream could end any minute now. Any one of these attempts could be the attempt. I'm dead. But I am so trash at that final phase, I have yet to last more than a couple seconds alive in it. This shit is so doable, this shit is so ass. This shit being my gameplay. XD. That one was a misinput. In case anyone's curious why the fuck I was there, misinput. Because, like, I would love to tell you why I was there. I was also confused why. Oh, hello. Whoa. Sharp Shadow hit into phase 2 for good luck. Oh my god, chat. Oh my god. Chat, okay, that's the end of stream, I guess. Fuck, that took 45 minutes. Chat, that's it. That's the last boss radianted. I'm not gonna actually end stream that quickly. But fuck, I guess we are having a short stream. What the hell? Chat, I've sunk like an okay amount of time into trying to radiant this boss. And like, I thought that this would honestly take me like an hour and a half. If I had to put a guess on how long it was going to take me, I was going to guess an hour and a half. But look at that. That's every boss radianted. We're not going to end stream that quickly. I'll dick around for a bit, but we'll stick around for, I don't know, another half hour or so since, oh my god, we've only been live for, what, 50 minutes, including the 5-minute timer? Okay, now I think I might actually be trans, but not as a joke, but my family's hellophobic. What should I do? Be gay and do crime. I don't know. It's such a vague question. I don't know how the fuck to help you with that. Like, with all due respect, I'm gay. I think for the culture, I'm gonna throw myself at Absrad for a bit. Just as, like, Subway Surfers gameplay. This is, like, the boss that, you know, is the boss, in case anyone's not familiar. Excuse me. You low-key need advice? Okay, but like, what about what specifically? God damn, she loud. God damn. It'd be really funny if I first tried Absrad. Like, it's been a minute since I've done this shit. Oh, no. How do I survive the next couple of years so I can go into contact with them after? Find a supportive social circle. Find ways to give yourself gender euphoria in the meantime. What else? Find ways to work towards your long-term goals in ways that won't get you, kicked out of your house or, make your life miserable. What else you need? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah. Absrad leftless, like you never press the left button? I'm fucking good. I can't believe Absrad is a member of the alt-right. Bah! Leftless is so good you can throw yourself into the void if you go too far right and get reset. Okay, you're right. I kind of forgot about the whole being able to survive getting hit part. I've not done this fight outside of Radiant in, like, nearly a year. So I kind of forgot that, like, oh yeah, this isn't normal Absrad. Pardon me, excuse me. Pardon me, excuse me. Aha! Okay, so chat. If it takes me longer to do this than beat Sly for the first time, does that mean that I have officially committed clickbait sins? Like, if I beat the boss that I called the hardest that I'd never beaten before faster than the boss that I have beaten before, does that mean I'm a liar? Because I feel like the answer might be yes. Well, now I need to, like, actually lock in and, like, kick Absrad's ass to prove that, like, I'm not a fibber. I'm many things, but a fibber I am not. Like, what would I... Honestly, I think in my actual pure vessel, or my Absrad attempts, God, she's so loud! I think I'm gonna swap off, Mark of Pride. I think I'm honestly more used to using a short nail for this fight. I just think I'd get more mileage out of either Quick Slash or Strength. Ow. Do I need Sharp? Like... Maybe I go for... God, literally what one notch do I put on? I don't care about any of them in this fight. Is this good? Well, I beat the thing that I expected to be the challenge, so now I'm redoing a boss I've already done to prove I'm not clickbaiting. I'm pretty sure Defender's Crest actively worsens my DPS, but I don't actually know how the iframes on that work, so maybe I'm wrong. Because there's plenty of time I spend inside of Absrad, and I don't have any other one notches I want, so... I got this. This will only take me a couple more tries, trust. One thing I will also mention, this boss has an attack that I actually have a hard time seeing. Like, Absrad's light balls, I actually physically can't see half of the time. It took me like 6 tries, but I finally beat Witch Episode 1 Dicey Dungeons. God, Dicey Dungeons is so good. If I thought there were enough people that gave a shit about watching a Dicey Dungeon stream, I would do a Dicey Dungeon stream. Did I play any Dicey Dungeons in the, Any Game Bingo stream? Because I feel like at some point I recently-ish mentioned how much I love Dicey Dungeons on stream. For anyone not familiar, Dicey Dungeons, gambling roguelike. Did she do it? Yes, I did it so fast that I'm now playing Absrad as Subway Surfers gameplay while we chat. And that was my death speedrun. How'd you like it? Just wish Jester had stronger moves. I think Jester's really good as is, honestly. Like, Jester's really limit dependent, but I think Jester has a lot going for him. Like, if I were to buff any class in Dicey Dungeons, it would probably be Witch. Because, like, Jester as a character is built around doing a lot of things that do a bit of damage each. Especially, again, with his, Limit Break. Also, hang on. There is no way that you hop in my streams and ask every 3 seconds, what game am I playing? You've never heard of it. And then you're like, oh yeah, I love Dicey Dungeons. That was bad. Have you ever heard of a bit? No, I definitely don't think it's a bit. There's definitely one person in here who almost every game I've streamed has asked, what is this? Shut your bitch ass up, I know some things. But you don't know Super Meat Boy? You don't know Terraria? I just cannot imagine the Venn diagram of people familiar with Dicey Dungeons and not familiar with Terraria is very high as all. Chat, think about how funny it would be if I first tried Absrad as soon as I got past first phase. I accidentally bumped the wall and it messed up my speed. Oh well. I just realized that if anyone actually joins the stream now and clicks on the Sly thumbnail, they're gonna actually think it was a bait and switch because Absrad's actually considered like the hardest boss in the game. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's my fault for being too good at video games. I'm sorry, chat. That's fine. I'm gonna beat Absrad on this attempt right now to prove Sly's harder. Sometimes, like, to get an exaggerated reaction out of my model, I, like, shake my head pretty wildly. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it's making me dizzy and feel worse. But I'm gonna keep doing it, because it's like, you know, the brand. I'm, like, on a Ferris wheel. Ow. Chat, I'm gonna die in my sleep tonight. I'm not gonna wake up. Y'all are gonna be like wondering like where the streams went. In reality, I'm just gonna be in a coma. Because of this stream. Because of you, chat. All because of you. I'm just kidding. I looked at chat and thought I was slightly more to the left. Oopsies! I was busy reading chat! Because I saw I made someone sad by saying I was gonna die. Why have a goth mommy when you can have a moth mommy? Shut up. This is literally goth mommy v moth mommy right now. And I can assure you, goth mommy's about to kick some ass. I thought I had Shade Dash. I schmooved through phase 1 there. Maybe I just need to, like, stop being... Okay. I need to spam the shit out of spells phase 1 more. Because phase 2 is like a reliable soul fill. I really hope one of these runs, at some point, my stink cloud triggers a phase transition. Just because I think that'd be really funny. Like silly little defender stink cloud being the thing. God, shut up, I don't care! I fucking hate when Jehovah's Witnesses come to my door trying to preach to me about Moth Jesus. Like, I don't care. Uh-oh, that was not a reliable soul refill, but that's okay. I beat her ass! Oh god. I don't want to talk about it. Chat, I need to get another drink, and this time it won't be water. I'm just kidding. Chat, I'm not gonna drink alcohol while I'm dying. Unless it's rubbing alcohol. My favorites. Chat, for legal reasons, do not drink rubbing alcohol. It is not very tasty, nor is it... That's it. I'm gonna go drink everything under the sink. Be right back. Chat, the only thing I had under my sink was blue Kool-Aid. So I got water instead. Where the fuck did my controller go, chat? Which one of you bitches stole it? Someone broke into my house and stole my controller. That's what I said when someone stole my abusive partner. Okay, chat. I have a conspiracy theory. I was trying to think about things to talk about on stream. Because, you know, that's a regular part of my routine. And I have a conspiracy theory, okay? Hang on, gotta lock in for a moment. Stole the abusive partner? Yeah. Isn't that net good for you? In the long run, in the meantime, I was heartbroken. I was confident I could fix them. Yeah, they're the abusive partner? Excuse me, I'll have you know I'm reformed. I've only beat 7 out of my last 8 relationships. But okay, I have a conspiracy theory. Mormonism? The reason it exists in modern times is to get a bunch of poly people all in one place, being Utah. So that way they can secede from the United States and create their own country where polyamory is the norm. That is my conspiracy theory. And you know what? I think it's based, just so we're clear. Like, if anything, this makes me want to support Mormonism all of a sudden. But honestly, if that was true, I'd convert. I'm telling you. Go around talking to all the Mormons, and they'll be like, oh yeah, no, you can't be gay. Wink. See y'all in the short. Do you honestly think this is being a video here? Do you honestly think I'm gonna make this into a video? Mormonism is antithetical to actual poly, though? Okay, yes, I'm aware of this, but, like, that's not a fun discussion. A fun discussion is talking about how monogamy is so engraved in our culture, it's really funny to imagine Mormonism as a polyamorous cult looking to spread polyamory as a regular established norm. Because I think it's more fun to live in a deranged, intentionally incorrect reality than to discuss the grim, harsh realities of the world today. And that's why I stopped watching the news. Mormon polyamory is inherently queer. Discuss. Exactly. The slogan for polyamory should be sharing is caring. Okay. Potentially an odd leap in topic, but you saying that just had me wondering. Do you think the Care Bears were, like, a polyamorous, like, group? Like, just, do you think the Care Bears were A, fucking, and B, in an group arrangement where they were all involved? Because if sharing is caring, and polyamory is all about sharing, the Care Bears are a polycule. Because there is nothing they love more than caring. They're all asexual? Fine. Well, are they an asexual polycule? Fuck! I got so distracted talking about Care Bears, I killed myself. Look, that's fine. They can all be asexual. But, are they an asexual polycule? The question still remains. Follow-up question. Are the Care Bears Mormon? As a Care Bear stand 100% to them being poly or them being Mormon. Either way, I agree. You don't think the Care Bears are Mormon? Okay, counterpoint. What do the Care Bears literally do? They go around finding people who are not caring and spread the word of caring to each other. They literally go around spreading the word of their beliefs. And they're poly. Chat, the Care Bears are Mormonist propaganda. And they're a polycule. They're pastors on Grindr. You cannot just drop that in chat like this is a normal thing. It is not a normal experience to go on Grindr and to find pastors preaching the word of God to you. At least last I checked. That's guerrilla warfare there. That right there. Yeah. The Care Bears are hippies? Okay. But that implies that you can't be both. Hey, is anyone kind of gay here? A better question, is anyone kind of straight here? Is there a singular cishet person in chat right now? Alright, chat, you know what? Fuck the poll advertising the other poll. Like, the comment's still pinned. That's fine. That's fine. We'll get rid of that. I need to know, chat. Is anyone here cishet? I'm trying to think of a silly... Okay, what's a silly option? Because, like, you know, I'm not just answering yes or no. I'm not just putting yes or no as the options, but now I need to think of one that doesn't have a slur in it, because, you know, I don't want that. There we go. That's what we'll go with. There you go. That's the poll. I need to know. Because I don't think anyone here is cishet. I kind of don't believe it. Alright, so far, every single person has said I am neither het nor cis. Yeah, that's what I expected. I can't help it. Women are so sexy. I'm a simple woman, okay? I go to the bar, I see 17 girls, I hit on all of them. None of them realize I'm hitting on them. It's the typical lesbian experience. I'm dead. I think I just like deep voices of any type. Okay, hang on. Nah, never mind. I was debating if I wanted to, like, lower my pitch, but I'm like, no, I'm good, actually. I don't think that's a good idea for me to do on stream. I already barked last stream. I missed you barking. I don't even remember why I did. Oh, right. Because in Piku Niku, we had the mask that barked, and I said bark, and then realized, wait, I shouldn't do that on stream. That's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. But by the time I realized, oh, I shouldn't bark on stream, I'd already said bark. Chat, I'm FNAF gender. My gender gets a little, quirky at night. But otherwise, I'm cis. So chat, I'm nearing the point where I'm officially a clickbateer. I'm just gonna claim that I got really, really sick. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Absolute cinema. Fuck. I'm just bad. I'm just not feeling great, chat. Shockingly, when you feel like shit, you're worse at video games. Who would have thought? Uh-oh. That was an insane save until it wasn't. That was so sad. If I just was capable of pressing the A button for that entire, like, 17 seconds at the end there, I probably wouldn't have died. I accidentally immediately, double pressed A and burnt my double jump, and then didn't realize I did that, and then all of a sudden plundered into the ground. Oopsies. It's weird playing a game I'm actually kind of good at. Like, I'm aware that there's at least someone in chat who's better at this game than I am, but, like, I'm used to playing games I'm bad at on stream, and it's like, oh yeah, here I am doing this. It's how I felt with Mario 64, except I don't actually think during that stream there was anyone that was more familiar with the game than me. Oh dear, Jesus! Sorry, my heart just stopped. It just fell out of my chest, out of my bosom, one might even say. Chat, what stories did I tell about the punk show? For anyone who's, like, been watching the last couple streams. Did I mention that I lost my car keys in a mosh pit? I don't remember if I told that story on stream. Okay. The keys were moshing too? Yeah, literally. So, I didn't want to bring my bag into a mosh pit, right? I didn't want to have my bag with all my valuable shit in it in the middle of a very rowdy mosh pit. So I put all my stuff in my car, and I thought I was being smart. What's the one thing you can't put in your fucking car, though, at a concert? Your car keys. You kind of need those to, you know, open your car and get your shit later, right? So me, being a dumbass, was like, okay, so I need to keep my keys on me, and I'm in a dress. So, I'm not someone that typically keeps things in my bra. I know that's like a stereotypical, like, girly experience, but that's not something I typically do. Because I usually have my purse with me. So, for the first time in my life, I kept an item in my bra and just trusted that it'd be okay. And at some point, during all of the body slamming I was doing in the mosh pit, for the bit I was in there, the keys went flying straight out of my tits and onto the floor in the middle of a crowded mosh pit. And I just awkwardly heard later, over the microphone, the host of the event going, "Hey, yo, did anybody lose their keys to their Nissan?" And I had to walk up, all mortified, being like, yep, nope, that was me. I'm the one whose titties dribbled my keys all over the floor. Now, if you could please put them into my hand so I can go and hide in the crowd and fucking kill myself. I didn't, successfully. No, I wouldn't kill myself at a punk show. The people there are too cool. If I'm gonna kill myself in a way that would inconvenience people, it wouldn't be people I like. No, 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 no. That was climb. That was climb, chat. That was the end. If I didn't get hit by that ball, that was it. Fuck! I was so focused on lactating my keys all over the floor. I'm half tempted to make this stream a video just for, like, the conversations. I think if I make this stream into a video, I need to go really clickbaity, though. It needs to be, like, scientifically proving the hardest boss in Hollow Knight, and it just shows Sly versus Absrad. I think that's the funniest way to, like, title and thumbnail the stream. I basically got to skip phase 2. That was quirky. Bap. I can't believe I was like one ball away from final 2 phases of Absrad. Which may sound like a lot, but to anyone unfamiliar, it's not. Oh my... Chat, I just did that while I was catching... I was, like, more focused on my piercing that fell out of my mouth. Than I was playing the game there. And I still died, though. What's the point? Literally, what's the point, chat? Chat, what is the point? Wait, hang on. Someone voted something other than gay as hell. Someone said straight as fuck, but my gender is quirky. Your gender gets a little quirky at night. I can't believe there's someone that isn't, trans and gay. Oh, this is the fastest phase 1 of my life. What in the world? We're gaming. No, dude, I really thought I think that was Climb. I think is 3 Abyss and 3 Abyss, 3 Spirits enough to go to Climb? Cause like I personally, the way I view this fight is that's 5 phases. Phase 2 and Phase 4 are both crazy short though. Like, I know there's technically some subtler changes, in between, like, the longer phases. But, like, they don't feel like they don't feel like a full phase shift to me. Like, I know that those spikes start suddenly popping up, but are we gonna really act like after a couple hits you're suddenly in phase 2? Like, no. No. Chat, I was talking to this one person. So I'm currently, like, doing some more certifications for my job right now. I thought I'd be able to get all 3 out and then dash before that hit me. Okay, I should have only done 2 and then dashed. But I'm currently in the process of doing some certifications right now. And right now I'm doing one where the teacher is this, like, 75-ish-year-old nurse who seems, like, very friendly. And we're talking about, like, whatever the fuck, right? And the topic of gay people in, like, I think the 60s or 70s came up. We were talking one-on-one at this point, because I stuck around after class to talk to her. And she was talking about, like, inviting someone to this gay couple's honeymoon, I think it was. And not knowing that this person was, you know, homophobic. And apparently the way she referred to them is, oh, so are they the swishy kind, or the swishy type? And I think that's hilarious, and that's slang I want to bring back. Like, from now on, when people ask me my sexuality, I'm just gonna be, oh, I'm the swishy kind. Like, I wanna look this up if this is an actual term, because I meant to before. Oh god. I was worried Shrek 2 was about to start playing, because that was the tab that just automatically opened when I opened my browser. Yeah, no, swishy was actually, like, derogatory in, like, the 30s, and that's really funny. I think that's what we should reclaim. Like, chat, we're all a bit swishy here. I think technically it says it's a gay man's term, but, like, fuck it, we should take it back for all of gay... all the entire community should take back swishy as a term. Goddamn vintage slur just dropped. Exactly. And that was easily the thing I got the most out of in that conversation. I shouldn't have put gay as hell. I should have put swishy as hell in the poll. Is there anyone that's still alive that would get offended at the word swishy? Like, I sure hope that there's not gonna be someone who at some point sees, like, a clip of me talking about this and actually is, like, horribly offended. But I just think it sounds too silly to get offended. I have similar opinions about the T-slur. Where it's like, whenever I hear it, I just think it sounds too silly to actually imagine someone getting actually offended by it. And that isn't to say it's not offensive, obviously, but... I just don't think slurs should end with E at the end. I just think, like, it just makes them sound so juvenile. It would be like if someone rolled up and was like, oh, you're icky. Like, chat, I can't help it. Maybe it's just me, but I think words that end with E are inherently, like, more childish. Not in the sense that adults can't use them, but in the sense that I can't imagine being, like, offended. Being like, oh, you called me that? You called me icky? How could you? Fuck. You called me swishy? I can't. Like, is this just me? Is this just a me thing? What? Actually, what happened there? This is where I would explain how I died there and why, like, what mistake I made. I don't fucking know. Like, I know I saw I had Shade Dash back, and I know I pressed the button, so maybe the input got dropped, but... Shrug! You called me silly! Chat! You can't say that! That's a slur! Like, same energy to me. The Y word makes... or the Y sound makes every word sound less serious? Okay, so it's not just me. Thank God. Chat, you can't call me smelly. That's an ableist slur against people who don't shower. It's a slur against the most oppressed people of all. Gamers. Oh shit, this is our first run where we survived a climb? Yep, it's that easy, chat. Absrat is not that hard, see? Now, that being said, I think if I do time how long I spent on each of them, I do think, unfortunately, I did commit clickbait, chat. I think we have scientifically proven Absrat is harder. I can double check some timestamps, and I mean, who knows? In the video, I might do like a full-on scientific analysis, like counting how many frames I wasted, you know, talking about Swishy, and like changing my build during Sly and all that, and the amount of times I paused because I didn't want to, like, in the middle of saying something important. I don't know why MAGA hates being called Nazis. Okay, Nazis is a little different. If someone said... Oh my god, you can't, you're so Nazi. What the, like, that's just kind of funny. Like, I stand by the E sound. When you pluralize it and, like, turn, I don't know. I don't know. I will say, though, maybe you are onto something, because if someone called me a Nazi, I would laugh, so... You know, me, the most Nazi person alive. I'd love to just share my voting history, but, you know, never ask a trans girl her voting history, because you will find something you don't want to know. I'm sorry, chat. I voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016. I'm just kidding, I wasn't 18 yet. LOL. Alright, well, so we just beat objectively the two hardest bosses. I probably should go get some rest. But maybe I'll throw myself at, like, Nightmare King Grim for, like, one try. Just for the culture. Just for the culture. This is a little bit of a Jamie bonus, but we are wrapping up for the night. You know, I don't think I've ever done this boss without Sharp Shadow. Because my muscle memory for that attack was wildly wrong. Thank you all for coming to the stream where I, while sick as fuck, prove that I am sick as fuck. It's been chill, it's been vibes, it's been thrives, we've been silly, we've been goofy, we've been swishy. Oh my god. I don't want to commit to, like, changing my nail build for what I'm doing for 2 minutes just because I think it's funny. Oh, oops. That one was silly. I voted for the furry senator last year. Was there a furry senator last year? It's news to me. I wrote in Count Binface for every single vote I've ever done. I committed voter fraud and voted in the Clacton by-election. I was one of the 9,000. Fuck. Can I just say, talking about Binface real quick, so, like, I'm American as shit, unfortunately. And seeing the whole Binface debacle happen overseas is so fun, because it was nice not being the laughingstock that other countries were watching. It felt nice to be, like, watching a sports game. I used to facetiously write in Kanye West votes, in votes that I didn't think mattered, but that joke became less funny over time. Yeah, because it became more true. It became more true to your actual beliefs, right? I'm sure that's what it is. That was just silly. This is super not the build I would normally use for this boss, and I think it's throwing me off a lot. Because I don't normally take this many tries to, like, beat Grim on Radiant. God, I never realized how much Sharp Shadow carried me in this fight. Bruh. I can go real quick swap. I will swap to a different build and then do like a handful of tries and then we will call it. Because, like, this is, like, bonus content right now. But more so for my own pride. For my, mark of pride. But I just feel like I don't normally blow this much dick against this boss, and I want to reaffirm to myself that, no, I'm not this bad. I guess I'll slap Longnail in that slot. I don't really have anything else I care about for this fight. I thought he was about to do the dive. Oh my god. Why'd I do that? I did too good. I don't usually have to put that much effort into, like, not getting too close, because usually he doesn't give you that much of a window to get that close. But I'm just that good at the video game that I was able to. Yeah, now we're starting to get the rhythm back. Balloon time! Chat, this is just Sans. Oh my god, I almost threw. No, I did throw! Fuck. I accidentally dashed when I didn't mean to, and then suddenly got my entire rhythm thrown off. It was a miracle I didn't die immediately after. I mean, it's a miracle I didn't straight up die to the dash, but... I think I want to hit the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to stay 5 more minutes just fighting Nightmare King Grim and talking about whatever the fuck, which I will say, chat seems to be slowing down for the night, so probably a good thing for me to go to bed and get some rest. 'Cause a bitch be sick! But... you know, if I had steady body, I probably wouldn't have died there. Maybe chat was right when I called the charm bad. Fuck. Honestly, maybe I should drop... You should probably sleep if you're sick. I plan on it. The stream hits 2 hours in 4 minutes, okay? I don't think that additional 4 minutes is make or breaking if I survive into tomorrow. So you think if I started a polyamorous sex cult that could make it work with, like, cookies? Well, as we've established, you have heavy competition with Mormonism. We're still talking about Mormons. We hadn't talked about it in about 30 minutes, but thank you for rejoining right as we talked about Mormons. So, have y'all hit Mormon pussy? Chat, what's wrong with me? God, this song is such a banger! Come here, Grimothy Chalamet. Fuck! That's easily the attack that kills me the most. I'm adding this song to my sex playlist. Oh, funny. You don't have a sex playlist. You watch my streams. You probably don't get lamed. That was my once in a year reminder. Every time I try to challenge that attack, I remember, hey, this is why you don't. Alright, unless I die immediately, this is our last Grim attempt for the night and I'm going to bed. Or unless I decide it's not. Well, well, one of those happened. Oh my god, I could feel myself feeling worse by the minute. Yeehaw, cowboys. I'm just really happy to be playing a game I really like on stream. That's why I don't want this to end, even if my body is miserable and life is a prison and Mormonism is a cult to establish a polyamorous new world order. I only got one hit on that stagger. Hell, bozo. I'm physically covering my mouth at that one. I think the animation to replenish my shade dash was still in the middle of happening. Oh my god. Oh my gourd. Chat, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't resist. I had to shove my face into Grimm's feet, and I died for it. Remember when I said that would be my last attempt? I am hard cutting myself off if I'm still streaming in 3 minutes. But, like, I've gotten 2 staggers in. I can't help myself. I can't help myself around those toes. Every once in a while, a girl just needs... That's it, chat. I'm going sweat mode. Oh no, that's not how I'm gonna die. I panicked. Whatever. Alright, my next good attempt will be my real last one. For realsies, even if I don't get this done. I got more invested in this than I meant to. This was meant to be a silly, I'm gonna throw myself at this boss for 5 minutes. Just to, like, you know, showcase, you know, how much easier this boss is than Absrad. But I can feel myself feeling worse, and I know it's making me play worse. And that's my ultimate John, chat. That's my ultimate John. Ow. One more attempt where we get him to a stagger, and then we're done. Then we're ending stream. No more gameplay, even for purpose of Subway Surfers. Girl, you need a nap? Bitch, I need more than a nap. I need Jesus! I was so confident in that one. Chat, time to be a bad streamer. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, lock in, get this shit done, and go to bed. Got it? I know I said next run that gets to stagger would be the last one. I'm fully aware. Why'd I do that? Why'd I? Oh my god. I just see people in chat yelling at me to go to bed, but where's the fun in that, bitches? Chat, I'm sorry for getting a little quirky. I'm sorry for being toxic. I'm just feeling a little swishy tonight, you know? Oh my god, those spread far. Jamie, you're gonna be more sick. Doof? Don't call me a doof. Call me a swishy like I deserve. Thank you. Chat, let me post a reminder, and by post I mean say. That's how fucking out of it I am right this second. Bruh. Let me just remind all of you bitches, if you've not filled out the poll that is the pinned comment, I swear to God, I will find you. I'ma call your roommate. A lot of good my roommate can do. They don't get home for another 5 hours. Bitch. Plus, as far as I know, nobody in chat can call my roommate. I know that their voice has, like, been picked up a couple times. I don't think that's enough for y'all to locate them. Promise you'll find me? Are you role-playing as my roommate right now? Chat, can we all just, like, role-play like we live in a house together? We can play house like children. I don't think my roommate's been watching this stream, so... They've popped into a couple here and there. Jameson, I'ma touch you. Thank you for the offer, but unfortunately, I'm a little sick, and I don't want to pass that along. You know, it may just be an eye, but I still don't want to pass along. Wait, they watch your streams? Shut up. Oh my god, those spread... Okay, I need to stop assuming I can outrun those. I'll take the L&D Dark every time if I don't have dash. That's fine. That's fine. This is one of the few bosses I've radianted multiple times. And that's the reason I'm actually a little mauling that I've not done this. What am I doing? What am I doing? Chat, this raises the question, what am I doing? Now y'all are really seeing my stubborn nature at work here. Girl, you're glitching out because my face is in my head. And my bitches are in my bed. Dr. Seuss wrote that. My nickname is Dr. Seuss, by the way. Wasn't he a pedo? Well, this Dr. Seuss sure isn't. I can also be a doctor with the last name Seuss. If anything, I have more right to the name, assuming that I'm actually a doctor and my last name is Seuss. Because his last name was not actually Seuss. Dr. Seuss, but spelt with 2 O's. I don't think you should be letting... all I can think of is Seuss from Gravity Falls, and you should not let that man get a doctorate. Dr. Seuss, I believe, wasn't a pedo, but he did divorce his dying wife to be with another lady. Well, that's just based. That's just based. Oh my god. No! No! I was at the end. I should take the L at that. I've proven enough for how sick I am. For how the mindset that I'm in, I've proven my capabilities enough. However, I'm also, once again, incredibly stubborn, y'all must remember. Girl, you're bad at sticking to your plan? Why do you think I'm bad at losing weight? Jeez. I'm the bitch that's like, oh my god, keep an eye on my health journey, and then like I'll be ordering like 6 McDoubles by the end of the week. I can't help it. Chat, I live my life by a very important code. 99% of gamblers quit before they hit it big. Oh, I didn't need to do that one. I wasted soul for nothing. Whoa! Calm your titties there, buddy! Oh! La, 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 la. I was a couple of millimeters away from doing what I was trying to do. I'm actually floored this is taking me 30 minutes. Okay, chat. That was sick as hell. Like, what if I just go parry girl boss mode on him? Why? I literally have it in my head transcribed to not ever challenge that attack. And yet, my hubris. My untrimmed hubris. Alright. Alright, we're calling it for the night. Depending on how this run goes, this will probably be the end. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all if you stuck through with this bonus chapter. It's been a fun stream, but as much as I wanted to flex and get this done in like 10 minutes, I'm no longer at the point where I'll even be that proud of how quickly I did it. So, like, what's the point? Why am I still here? I'm just addicted to making content, and I pressed the auto button. Alright, even if I die within 5 seconds, this is the last one. Thank you all for coming out. It's been a lot of fun. I need to get some rest. I got work again tomorrow, and I'll see you all next week. Who knows? Considering the monitor cable is supposedly coming tomorrow, Deltarune Chapter 4 maybe next week. We'll have to see. Alright, I said that'd be the last attempt. I'm not happy about it, but I will take the L. Oh, I can't wait for spoilers. What in the world? I can't believe you just spoiled me. I can't believe Ralsei and Susie finally kiss. Well, I'll have to see that for myself potentially next time, or the time after that, or the time after that, or the time after that. Thank you for coming to the stream. Have a good night.